Hiya, this is Kate from Daisy Nails, creating fun, funky and fabulous nails. I wanted to show you doing it in an infill with builder gel. So it's all prepped, the previous product is removed, I've still got the tips on, which I've reshaped, which means the C-curve isn't as good as it was because it's a different shape, but still showing you there a little bit where there's a chip, so I'm going to add a little bit extra to the side of the tip on that one. So for that, I'm going to be getting the form. I think these are Naya Nails forms, but they might not be, I really can't remember. I've got so many different ones from different places. So sweep pinching that tip together at the end, slide it under the nail. Now these were originally done with plastic tips, so it goes slightly lower under the nail than I would like it to be, but it does the job I need it to do. Right, pinch it underneath as tight as possible so you get the C-curve where you want it to be. Essentially you're going to make that the shape you want the nail, but if you I don't want it to be a stiletto, so that point is pinched a little bit further away from the free edge than where I'm going to put the free edge. Okay, so I started off by going over them all with the, excuse me, the Model Ones dehydrator. And then I use the primer, Glam. This is actually a little bit of a test as well because this builder gel is just one I've got off Amazon. It doesn't seem to have any nasty ingredients in it, but it's not a brand I've heard of. It's not one I can even say right now because I don't remember. But it does seem to work with the Glam base, primer and base, etc. See how long it lasts. Right, so this is the Glam base coat. Nice thin coat over each of the nails. And that goes into the lamp for 30 seconds. Right, so this is the builder gel. It was a little bit cold, so a bit thicker than I would prefer it to be, so it really was just a kind of a sort of a bodge it on and file it down later kind of a job. If you can get your builder gel on without having to do much filing, you're saving yourself a lot of time. But in this instance, it really was sort of a chuck it there and file it down afterwards. Sort of shaping it round to match the rest of the nails. Well, it doesn't quite match the same just because I'd used the paper form and therefore had created the C-curve where it needed to be, so it's slightly different from the rest of them. I'm just trimming off that sort of a long straggly bit. Shape it around. I'm going to Lincoln on Monday. I'm going to meet my sister. I'll do a bit of shopping, a bit of chilling, go out for something to eat. And then on Tuesday, I don't know if you've heard of Nail Couture in Lincoln. That's the one I followed for a couple of years on Instagram, and they do training courses, and I'm going to go and do one of their courses. It's not something I've never done before. It's just sort of perfecting manicures, perfecting e-file use, and perfecting the builder gel process. I always say you can never learn too much. Right, so you put a thin layer of the builder gel on and don't cure it because gel always wants to go to gel, and then put the main sort of blob where you'd like the apex to be, and then pillow it back towards the cuticle, and then walk it sideways down I think I'll probably sped it up for all the rest of them. Yes, don't let your brush leave the builder gel. You've got to make sure that it's touching at all times. Otherwise it might end up with bubbles, it won't be as smooth. And then pull it up and then walk it sideways so you're touching each side of the nail as far as you want it to reach until you get to the tip. And then each of these has been cured as I've done them, otherwise the builder gel just settles. And before it goes in the lamp, turn the nail upside down. It does help to create a natural apex. Just for like somewhere between 5 and 10 seconds, have a look at it as it's upside down so you can make sure it's doing what you want it to do. Pop it in the lamp. This particular builder gel is 2 minutes. Okay, so I've wiped all of that off, and now I would use an e-file on a client, but that would involve getting it out, setting it up, because I was sitting on the floor watching TV when I did this. So I just used my hand file just to sort out make sure that the points, the free edges, the shape I want it to be. I'm going for sort of a rounded almond. Make sure the apex is where I want it to be, make sure there's no muffin tops. I'm constantly looking at those fingers from every angle to make sure that nail is the shape you want it to be. Right, so they're all done. Wipe down with some isopropyl alcohol just to clean all the dust off. And I've been trying to figure out not an anti-Valentine nail design to do on myself. Because I'm not anti-Valentine, I just don't like all of the pinks and the reds and the lovey-dovey gushy stuff. And I ended up doing this, and I was going to put hearts on and didn't get around to it. So it is a little bit more New Year's Eve for Valentine's. But as you can see, I've already done one hand, I only filmed this one. And on the one hand, I did black tips with the chrome border. It's not chrome, it's a little glitter, silver glitter border. This is the Madam Glam silver gel paint, and with this one I did it the other way around. So to do there are lots of different ways to do the French. When I first started, I would be marking out that dot in the middle and the dots at the side and sort of matching them together. I do feel more confident with it now, but what you've got to make sure is you use the brush. The brush will bend to make the curves as you want them to, so make sure you use it to do that. And then make sure you, excuse me, make sure you cover the tip. This time of year my asthma's always a bit dodgy, I don't know why. So I'm a little bit asthmatic, so I'm sorry about that. So starting the corner, just bringing it down to the middle, bending it round towards the middle. And then going up to the other side and doing the same in the other direction and meeting in the middle. And filling it in. Yeah, capping the edge, that's what I was trying to say. Make sure you cap the edge with the colour, so that if you look at it straight on, you can't see sort of the colour end, and then you see the product you've used to do that extension. Unless you like that look, I don't like that look. Okay, this is slightly a bit different because the one side had a better Z curve than the other because of using the nail form on it. Just filling in those bits. It took me a while to figure out how best to approach the thumb. Because I'm also, the other thing about this is I'm doing this left-handed and I'm not left-handed. I am anything but left-handed, so certainly since I started doing nails 5 years ago, I've become much, much better at doing things left-handed. But that takes a lot of practice and a lot of figuring out which angle to come at things from. Right, so that was the gel paint, so it cured for a minute. I think I excuse me, I flash cured each nail for like 10 seconds between each one. Then I'm going in, this is an Io Nails long 000, which is the finest brush I have, just to put this little black border on. Getting enough gel on the brush there. And again, you see I'm bending that brush around that curve, using the flexibility of the bristles to get the shape I need. Excuse me. At least you would see that if I was in the shot. It's always when I'm doing something slightly finer, I'm trying to get a closer look, isn't it? That's when that goes out of shot. There we go, bending that brush up. Just watch that the bristles go. My 18-year-old prefers the other hand, the one with the black tip with the silver border. Let me know which is your favourite, black tip or silver tip. I can't decide. The silver tip, when I look at it under like my phone light, is absolutely amazing. Looks like you just walked into some sort of 1970s disco. The glitter is just so in your face, so sparkly, so amazing. And again, the sort of difficulty of trying to figure out how to do it on the thumb. I hope you can't hear my stomach rumbling. I'm not sure what's going on. I have eaten breakfast, I promise. I think it's digesting. One of the great things about curing between colours, if you make a mistake, you can always wipe it off. Right, so they went into the lamp for 30 seconds because it's just a normal gel polish. You could do that with the gel paint, I just didn't. The gel polish was easier to get to. And then I'm using a dotting tool, made dots, and using the short 000 from Nayo Nails, just pulling those dots out to make little stars. Just one on each nail. And then I went in with the silver just to do a couple of dots, just to bring it all home. Into the lamp, 1 minute with the gel paint, and then Madam Glam no wipe top kit. And make sure you cap those edges, free edges. And into the lamp. It's 30 seconds, but I usually do a minute. To overcure gel, you'd have to leave it in the lamp a long time. Right, so bit of oil, massage that in all the way around, not just your epinicium but your hyperinicium as well, down with the free wall, what they call the walls as well. Remove a bit of glitter. Aren't they stunning? Just love those colours. Simple and definitely not Halloween. What am I talking about? Definitely not Valentine. And I thought I'd put the other ones up to compare. Thank you for watching my video. Remember to click like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.